So far, anyway. All right, now the 8 brocades. Take that moment or two to establish your connection with the earth. From the bubbling well gates, the bottoms of the feet, imagine that you have energy roots in the earth connecting you through the surface into the body of the earth itself. Your energy, its energy, all chi. It unites you and it helps you and it connects you. All of us, individually and collectively. It's a good thing for Tai Chi. So you are rooted in the earth, but it's traveling roots. They move along with you. You're not glued to the earth. Now imagine that this energy goes down into the earth at least as deep as you are tall. So like tree roots into the earth, your energy connects you down into the earth. Also connects you everywhere else above. You have the 2 bubbling well gates in the feet. You have the crown gate in the top of the head. And the energy is flowing in a continuum. Chi also responds to your wishes and specifically your imaging. So if you imagine you're sending chi to a specific point, then that's the way it responds. All right, we're going to do the 8 brocades, the Qigong set. And we get your measure first. Now, as my arms come up, my shoulders stay down, and my roots are deep because I've got this counter force up here. All right, now I sink with the tailbone a little bit. I engage my abs, and I sink and pick up the moon. Inhaling and exhaling, I turn it over and let the water out, and I bounce the moon up, and I rise on my toes. Inhale and exhale down. Big toes engaged for break and root. Exhale, abs engaged. Inhale, rolling the moon up. Exhale, bounce it down. Let some weight into the heels, and then down and up at the same time. Inhale. Remember to use your abs when you're bending over. There are 10 of these. This is number 6 of 10. Okay. Now you sink down to the roots, exhaling. And you reach out, inhale and exhale forward as you close, and inhale back as you open, and exhale as you release and turn, and inhale as you step. Exhale out, stretch, big toes activated. Inhale back, drawing the bow. Exhale, release and pivot. Inhale, step together. Weight on the back leg until you shift forward to grab the bowstring. Inhale back, exhale, release. Inhale, step together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Big toes activated. Caressing heaven and earth. Sink the roots, both hands working together. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your horse stance. Don't let the knees pull to the side. And as you look through the dragon's mouth, look far away. Okay, big wider stance, horse's stance, like you're straddling a pony. You're going to squeeze the fists as you punch. As you punch forward, you're also going to be giving a little elbow strike with the back fist. So you're like turning a big bus wheel. And the punching hand is on the opposite of the weight-bearing leg. So you're going to be going from leg to leg, turning the waist, but not your viewpoint. So, and then you do that little wrap. And release. Now again, the wider stance, the horse stance, Engage the abs. Use the big toes. As I lean forward especially, I'm engaging my abs. And my back is straight, but I'm not going to let my chin go way up. It's slightly tucked. And I exhale across and I inhale back. Okay, now the final brocade. Really important to use your abs here because they can go going down and forward and back. And there's a lot of torque on the lower back. So you tighten your abs and you lower your chin to the chest when you go back, like this, rather than raising your chin. Because you want to protect, as well as the lower back, you want to protect the upper, the neck and the cervical vertebrae. So now your knees are, as usual, are slightly unlocked, as if a friendly person came and pulled them a little bit forward like that. The joints are engaged. Inhaling, you breathe the backs of the wrists up to shoulders height. And then exhaling, your chin goes to the chest, your abs engage, your hands cup to kidneys, and you go back and down a little bit, stretching the backs of the legs. And now inhaling, drop your roots deep, shoulders down, exhale, come forward, abs engaged, back straight. When you come up, you're uncurling, and your knees are not locked. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale over. Inhale up. we'll do the 24. Forward version, then dorsal version. And then we'll go into the form and continue working as we have been doing for the last 3 sessions on a little chain of moves within the form, a little section. All right, as usual, we start in Wuji, centered and balanced. And you find your measure internally, that sense of being connected to the earth through the soles of the feet, connected to the heavens through the top of the head. And you take a couple of breaths and you look around internally and you find what the body is doing. And now from your roots, release the left foot, step out and raise hands. Raise the right arm, shifting left, and pivot on the empty right heel, close. Shift back, big toe engaged on the right foot, step around to the left, part the wild horse's mane, 3 times. From the 3rd wild horse's mane, you pick up the back foot, half a step, and stand up for stork cools his wings. And then sink and turn, advance the left foot and brush knee 3 times. Pick up the back foot, half a step, play the fiddle. Repulse monkey. Circle and close, cat stance on the ball of the left foot. Step out for ward off. Turn the torso and rotate the forearms, roll back. Straighten to connect the circle and press. Sweep the hands. Shift back and push. Now we're going to turn around. I'm going to give us room to do that. And we do the 4-part grasp the bird's tail in this direction. Ward off, roll back, press, and push. And we turn around again. Pivoting on the empty heel. And we come to single whip. Back up to fill the frame. First of 2 single whips, bracketing the wave hands like clouds, in which we're moving with parallel feet to the left. Shoulders relaxed, turning big at the waist. Hands in front of the 2 dantians, the middle and the lower dantian. And here is that 2nd single whip I mentioned. Pick up the back foot, pat the horse high. Sink from this extended up position with the cat stance. Step out left, circle right, cross hands, and heel kick to the corner with your body sideways, and then you face the corner for double fist strike. All right. Retreat, pivot, toe kick to the back corner, diagonally. And then you step out behind yourself, adjust the right hand and foot for the first snake creeps down, shoulder strike, adjust. Golden rooster stands on the left leg. Step out, adjust. Snake creeps down and golden rooster and shoulder strike on the right leg. And then step out and close, looking over your right shoulder for the first Fair Lady works the shuffles. The right one, the left one. Pick up the back foot, clockwise quarter turn, needle at the bottom of the C, fan through the back. Corner block and elbow strike, twist step, parry, punch, apparent close up, forward push, turn to the front, cross hands, lower hands rise and step together. And now the dorsal view. Okay. Wuji. Step out, raise hands. Lower hands and sink. Raise the right arm. Part the wild horse's mane. Pick up the back foot, stork cools his wings. Now we're going to brush knee. Again, the rotation, sink, turn, advance the left foot, brush knee. Pick up the back foot, play the fiddle. Repulse monkey. Four times. Circle and close. Cat stance. Grasp the bird's tail left. Ward off. Roll back. Press. And push. And then turn around from the push. Bird's tail right. Ward off. Roll back. Press. And push. Turn around to single whip. Adjustment. Wave hands like clouds. Single whip number 2. Pat the horse high. Step out left, circle right. Cross hands. Heel kick to the corner. Straighten, strike with double fist. Turn, toe kick to the back corner. Step, adjust. Snake creeps down, left, shoulder strike. Golden rooster. And on the other side. Snake creeps down, golden rooster. Fair lady works the shuffles. Right hand corner. Left hand corner. Needle at the bottom of the C. Fan through the back. Press down, corner block, elbow strike. Twist step back fist. Parry. And punch. Apparent close up. Forward push. Turn to the front. Cross hands. Lower hands rise and step together. And I should note that when you see my pace speed up because of my arthritis, that's not what you want to do. If I wobble when I go into golden rooster, one of these, what you really want is the smooth transition, which I can't always guarantee for me. However, it would be very different if I knew Tai Chi. I can guarantee that. All right, today, let's see, we were doing repulsed monkey and after that, the 2 grasp the bird's tails. So I think where we will go is from grasp the bird's tail number 2 and forward. How's about that? Not backward. If we are doing the front facing, the first grasp the bird's tail, I believe, goes in this direction. So you come into the ward off. Oh, we're going to do the second one. So second one's over here. The ward off, roll back, press, and push. And then you turn around to single whip. And remember the single whip brackets, wave hands. So you come around from here and ward off and roll back and press and push. And then the single whip. So all the weight on the back leg, as usual, pivoting on the empty front heel as you come around. This closes the hips, and then you shift, and I make my bird's beak, and I swing the left foot around, and there's my first single whip. Relative to our rectangle, our invisible rectangle, the direction has turned completely in this direction. This means not that I am facing it with my waist, but that I am facing the corner with my waist while my target is straight ahead in this direction of the rectangle. This is the so-called arrow stance with the feet, in which the feet are shoulders width apart, but the back foot is 45 degrees to the corner of your invisible box. And we're using the width of stance that is the standard line 3 and 1. That's the shoulder's width. If it were 2, the line 2 and 1, or 2 and 3, it would be the narrow width. So here we come around and we've established this width. Now for wave hands like clouds, you can see that the weight goes back. And again, the hip turns so the hips are closed. And that turns the torso, of course. And this is the 3 parallel sideways steps. The left hand swoops down, and this is like waltzing with a loved one, right? You've got the loved one in your arms and you're turning them back and forth. You don't waltz like this. Shifting the weight until it's all the way here, then I step together, and then I shift the weight to this leg because I'm pivoting out on it. And on the third one, I bring the back foot into that 45-degree angle again, because I'm going to do, remember, the second single whip. So wave hands 2 and 3. Pigeon toe the right foot. Shift the weight, and as I come back to watch the bird's beak, the left hand scoops up, the left foot goes out, and I turn for this strike. Here again, I've got the big toe engaged so that my knee does not go too far forward. I want my heels to be flat on the floor, not raised. So the bubbling well gait that I mentioned is engaged. And you have a lively contact with the earth. After the second single whip, you have single whip 1, wave hands like clouds, single whip 2. That's the little chain, and from that you go into the kicks. The heel kick to this corner, the toe kick to the back corner. Single whip number 1, same mechanism, transfer of weight and shift, and then the left hand and foot move together in that turning of the torso. Left hand scoops up. And as you turn and shift the weight to this foot, the hands are relative to the dantians, mid-chest, just around the navel, slightly below the navel. These are ward-offs. You have that tensile, plunging energy. Not a broken wrist like that, but if you connected them, you would have a circle. So, single whip, scoop and fade, and circle, and step, and circle, and shift the weight. The left heel comes up because you're going to be stepping out. And then you come onto the left foot and the right heel comes up. And this is number 3. And here's the second single whip. Okay. Now, single whip is a block with the ward off coming around and then the strike. You're using the heel of the hand, the meaty part of it, to chop. It's not a chop like that. It's not pie in the face. It's that angle in which the body is connected, and you come out with a sort of an expanded strike, as if this were doing that. This one goes back, or this one goes forward. This is all internal, of course. All right, one more. After the second, grasp the bird's tail, the push. You don't want to be so far forward that you feel like your weight is over here and you look down and you can't see your toe. You want to be sunk on your rotating axis so the hips are a little bit turned under and you're upright. The line goes from the crown gate down through the perineum, right down to somewhere around the ankle for the push. Well, for any of these. If you're doing this one, if you're doing, wild horse's mane or brush knee, same weight distribution. But here it's the push, and then as you retreat, the arms fold. Now all my weight is on the back leg, and I circle around, adjust the foot, circle around, bird's beak, adjust the forward foot, single whip. As this goes forward, there's a little bit of expansion on the back arm. So it's like a coil spring going through the body. Minute detail. All right, it's time to do the I Ching. So again, we come back to Wu Jing. And you're connected to the earth. You've got your deep roots. You're connected to the heavens through the top of the hip. As you check the body scan, make sure your chin is not up, because you do not want an angle here that restricts the flow of qi through the whole body. You want the chin rolled slightly in, as if you're practicing a double chin, but not extremely. All right, then we're going to, from the double weighted, we're going to shift enough to one foot to turn one toe out 45, and then shift and turn the other out 45. And then we're going to turn the heel out and the other heel so that we end up knock-kneed just a little bit. Toes pointing sort of the 45s cutting across. You want to make sure that the knees have a relationship you maintain so that you don't roll onto the outer or the inner edges of the feet. Let your roots into the earth be the one that controls that, but you also may have sometimes to bring a little closing energy between the knees. The metaphor that works for me is an inflated paper ball, a delicate thing. I'm holding it between my knees. If I squeeze too hard, it's going to pop. If I don't squeeze just right, it's going to drop. I want to maintain it there. Down to the roots, as deep as you are tall, and inhale up into the body, breathing up through the soles of the feet, breathing up the legs, up the spine, and into the shoulders, so the shoulders get inflated a little bit. And then when you exhale, you let the shoulders round forward just enough that you open the shoulder blades and you hang the hands in front of the thighs. And then inhaling, use the big toes to keep the knees together. Inhale the backs of the wrists up to shoulders height. You can feel how that engages the abs. Exhale and release. Spread the curtain. Circle the hands until they point away from the shoulders. And then inhaling, lead with the fingertips and circle the hands overhead. Some weight goes into the heels. Your roots are deepening. Exhaling, press up with the palms and at the same time down through your roots. And then inhaling, breathe up from the roots through the body, all the way up the legs, spine, arms, out the fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, release the palms and let them float down to shoulders height, facing the earth. And inhaling, rotate the shoulders internally, turning the palms up. Exhale, circle the edges of the hands into shoulders width. The shoulders settle, the elbows are facing down. Inhale the palms toward the face. Allow the backs of the fingers to roll lightly together, and exhaling, let the joined hands drift down the center line to Dantian level around the navel. Inhaling, rotate the forearms so the palms come to face the body. Keep inhaling, swivel at the elbows, opening the forearms to a parallel shoulders width, and then exhaling, compress the chi between the hands, leading with the heels of the hands, bringing the palms close, but not touching, and inhaling, open out that chi cloud, leading with the backs of the wrists. Expanding the cloud, inhaling, exhale, compress the chi. No physical strength involved in this. Your abs may be moving. Inhale, open up, cultivating the chi. Expanding the ball cloud. Exhale, compress. Using the big toes, keeping the knees from pulling apart. Inhale, expand the ball cloud. And this breathing is being done by the entire body, not just the lungs and diaphragm. And then exhaling, you release the palms and let them drift down and round the shoulders. And inhaling, breathe the backs of the wrists up again, lift the ball cloud up to shoulders height. Exhale, release it, open your heart, spread your wings. Inhaling, lead with the fingertips, circle the hands overhead. Exhaling, press up and sit down a couple of inches. And inhaling, reach up, connect earth and sky. Exhale, float the palms back to shoulders height, sinking the shoulder blades down the back. Inhaling, rotate the shoulders, turn the palms up, keep the knees from pulling apart. Exhale, circle the edges of the hands into shoulders width. Inhale the palms toward the face. Exhale the joined hands down the center. Inhaling, rotate the forearms, swivel at the elbows, open up the ball cloud to shoulders width. And exhale, compress the chi. Inhale, expand the ball cloud. Exhale, compress. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open up the ball cloud with your breath. And exhaling, release it, empty the palms, let them drift down around the shoulders. Inhaling, engage the big toes, lift the ball cloud on the backs of the wrists. Exhale, release, open your heart, spread your wings, keep your knees from pulling apart. Inhaling, lead with the fingertips, circle the hands overhead, let some weight into the heels. Exhaling, press up and sit down. Inhaling, reach up, connect earth and sky. Exhale, float the palms down the shoulders height, sinking slowly. Inhaling, rotate the shoulders, turning the palms up. Exhale, circle the edges of the hands into shoulders width. Inhale the palms toward the face. Exhale the joined hands down the center. Inhaling, rotate the forearms, breathe the ball cloud open, knees holding that paper ball. Lightly. Exhale, compress the chi. Inhale, expand the chi ball. Breathe the cloud big. Exhale, compress the chi. Inhale, expand the ball cloud. Having cultivated all that chi, exhaling, we're going to bring it into the body. Ladies, wrap the right hand around the body first. Men have the left, gathering the chi into the area around the navel, and then breathe it deep into the dantian, into the whole body. Oh, and I thank you all for coming out. I'll repeat, next Tuesday, the 17th, we do live and Zoom from the JCC, from Hoyt Theater. And I hope to see somebody there. And have a wonderful couple of days.
Alvin,
Thank you for coming.
Alvin, they're going to do both.
Same time.
We can do the
No,
Zoom.
just
we can do it
Tuesdays,
at home?
just Tuesdays, not Thursdays. Thursdays will still be strictly Zoom.
Yeah, okay, but Tuesday will be Zoom and the center places.
Tuesdays, yeah, starting next Tuesday.
Okay.
Zoom in the center, sounds like a rap group.
Yeah.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you, Calvin. Good night, Mike.